is not a place where the Taliban can feel safe. Morality ends at 6, and after that, you can do whatever you want.
It's just kind of a workaround, you know?
The Taliban have banned music. You can't play it or listen to it at all, anywhere, under any circumstances.
I said, no, let me see when they're gonna force me. In the cities, it's not that much strict. I want foreigners to see my video.
Everything we're saying here is not a tourist recommendation. In 2021, power in Afghanistan was seized by radical Islamists, the Taliban movement. And they started reshaping the country according to their faith. They banned everything they considered indecent. They closed movie theaters, banned performing and listening to music, singing and dancing, playing games, even egg-breaking games, even chess, because for them, these are gambling games. They strictly banned non-Islamic hairstyles, absolutely forbade shaving beards too short, wearing non-Islamic clothing, and explicitly prohibited men to expose their bodies while bathing, and they practically abolished women's rights. Girls are strictly forbidden to study after the tender age of 12, to go to work, to use public transportation, or even simply to appear outside the home without a male guardian. They are not allowed to raise their voices, to look at strangers, and to avoid sin. Women are not allowed to be seen in the window of their own home. These oppressive laws apply to everyone throughout Afghanistan, and for those who dare to oppose them, there are tortures, severe corporal punishments, and public executions. There are so many prohibitions that ordinary life turns into a series of life hacks. To survive somehow, you have to hack the system at every step. And the local residents do this every day. Today we have 11 life hacks from Afghanistan. Our guide to them is a young video blogger from Kabul named Ghazanfar. Yes, he has his own video diary. And that's amazing because many well-known bloggers have left the country for faraway places. But he lives here, leading a free life in a country full of prohibitions.
How many people are there in your family?
I have 7 brothers.
7 brothers?
Yeah, I have 1 sister.
Are you the elder brother?
I'm the youngest one.
Ghazanfar was born just as the Americans and their allies entered Afghanistan. They tried to build a completely different society. And before the Taliban came, Ghazanfar went to study in Bangladesh for several years.
Many of my friends are from Bangladesh. When they search in the internet or Google about Afghanistan, they find that it's all about explosion, war, gun, M4 and these things. But whenever they come here, it's not the same that they are seeing in the news. Everything is safe, the people, they are happy.
We're heading to Western Kabul, and you'll soon understand why. It's like a completely different country here. There are many women and girls on the streets here. They don't cover their faces, they're dressed in bright clothes, there's a buzz of voices everywhere, and children are running around. And most importantly, here you don't constantly feel the looming dark shadows of armed Taliban patrols. It's like a breath of fresh air. Compare that to central Kabul. Dark figures, very few women, they're wrapped in heavy concealing fabric. There's an oppressive silence, absolutely no music, you can't talk to women, and the men are uncommunicative. Storm. And here is the Western District, a real Wild West.
The place that we are going now, it's called Barchi. And there is too much crowded place. Most around 3 million people are living in Barchi.
Oh,
3
really?
million,
It's
yeah.
such a huge
Like
area.
if we say the capital, the Kabul, the population is around, like we say 8 million, yeah?
These numbers are approximate because no proper census has been conducted in a long time.
The Taliban are not that much. So they cannot put like 10,000 soldiers only in Barchi. They cannot do that.
Yes, and it's important to note that everything we're saying here is not a tourist recommendation. Don't try to do this yourself if you ever find yourself in Afghanistan. Don't try to break the Taliban's rules, especially right in front of them.
The place that you came, Shar, that places, most of them are Pashtun. If you go to Shar, the place you came, you didn't find any girl or woman that they are walking on the street. Or you can find one girl, 20 men. But in here in Barchi, you will find that face open, they do style, they do whatever they want. And the government, they couldn't stop them. They say that it's our freedom. We follow Islamic rules, but not the way that you're saying.
Taliban patrols perhaps?
They cannot do anything here, you know.
No?
They tried.
Do they come in?
They came. They're here.
No.
They tried to do something, but when they said that the people are standing against them, so they stopped it.
Why is everything different in West Kabul? Why don't the Taliban try to impose their rules here with an iron fist? Because a lot of blood has already been shed here.
You heard about bomb explosions in Afghanistan, yeah? So most of those explosions were happening in Barchi. They lost many of their family members in explosions in Barchi. Like if you ask any person, he will say, I lose my brother, my cousin in bomb explosion. Because the most of people who live in Barchi is Hazara. You know, it's a tribe.
So who are the Hazaras and why were they targeted by bombings? The Hazaras are one of Afghanistan's ethnic groups, different from the others because they have more Asian, steppe-like features. Some historians believe that they are actually descendants of Genghis Khan's warriors who came to conquer these lands in the 13th century and stayed here. Currently, the Taliban movement is in power in Afghanistan, and it is mainly made up of the Pashtun tribe. For them, the Hazaras are outsiders not only by blood but also by faith. The Hazaras are Shia Muslims, while the Pashtuns are Sunni Muslims. For radical Sunnis, Shias are heretics who must be exterminated. Now, about the explosions. When American troops began gradually withdrawing from Afghanistan in the early 2010s, anti-government groups decided to fight for power. And they began to sow chaos in the country by bombing cities. And of course, the Shias were a natural target here. Most of the bombings happened in the Barchi district. There were horrific terrorist attacks there. They bombed a school. There was a terrorist attack at a maternity hospital. A lot of blood, hundreds of victims. Such things, of course, are never forgotten. But what's important is that it wasn't the Taliban who claimed responsibility for these bombings, but terrorists from the local branch of the Islamic State, an organization banned in Russia. However, the Taliban are accused of other reprisals against the Hazaras in other parts of Afghanistan. So the Hazaras haven't forgotten that either. In any case, a Hazara district of 3 million people here in Kabul, the capital, is not a place where the Taliban can feel safe.
See, the people they are living here is too much different with, and you know the Hazara people, their face is more like Chinese, their eyes distinct. Right? Yeah, and my tribe is Sadat. It's like Arab people, you know, but we live with Hazara together. We saw that day that we used to walk in Barchi, there was 4 or 5 Taliban soldiers, they come after us. They didn't do anything, they didn't even talk with us, yeah? Just they smiled and they left. But if it was same thing, same walking like me, you three, maybe in Shar, the place you went yesterday or the day before, yes, for sure they could stop us and ask us what are we doing here. Even they could slap us or whatever they want.
They do slapping too?
Yeah, no one is, you know, they will just talk with you. If your voice is a bit high or you shout, he will slap, he will knock you. And no one is responsible for that.
Still, the Taliban started following us and signaled for us to stop filming. We didn't want to escalate the situation, so we lowered our cameras. This was that moment. And for a while, the patrol kept following us. To get rid of them, we went into a shop. The Taliban didn't go inside.
Each year that is passing, they become more good. Because they see, you know, they used to come from mountains. They fight from mountains, from villages, like for 20 years against government, previous government. So they didn't see people, they didn't see girls, they didn't see shops, they didn't see restaurants. But when they come inside city, they see everything. They see, oh, there is water, there is female, there is girls, there is restaurant, you know. They become a bit social.
We should ban it all. What the hell is going on?
And they like it, you know. Because this is how God created all of us. This is a human being, you know. We like to talk with people, we like to communicate, we like to...
In Afghanistan, it's better to blend in with the locals. The law on combating vice directly forbids locals from helping non-believers or imitating them in appearance. But the law does not prohibit foreigners from dressing like the locals. And to avoid unnecessary questions, you can do just that.
You know, these people, they didn't see foreigners that much.
Oh.
That's why there's, you know,
We
exactly.
look local. Well, locals.
We are local, yeah.
Yeah, sort of.
But if we walk normally, they will not notice. But the main thing is the camera, you know, that's why they
Ah,
notice.
that's it.
Yeah.
Well, even when we walk without cameras, somehow they know
They
something's
know,
wrong.
yeah. I want to try to not notice them, you know, that you're
Ah,
foreigner.
so.
You're trying, but it's still there.
No, yeah. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. This is so much fun.
You know what that guy said? He
No.
said, take our videos more. I want foreigners to see my video.
Oh, really?
He said in local language.
But
So let's cross the road.
Okay. It's quite an adventure. Crossing the road, it's like, it's always a kind of compromise. Negotiating.
Yeah, there is no plan. You should negotiate
Yeah.
with the driver with your eyes.
It's individual every time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go.
So let's go. سلام علیکم. منزل دو سه خالیسه. منزل سه میگم سه. اینجا میشین. ما اینجا میشیم.
We're trying to look local. Like,
But for me, I don't like this clothes. You know, for me, the government, they want to force people to do whatever they want. I mean, they force us to wear these clothes. I said no. Let me see when they're gonna force me. They say you need to shave your beard. I said no. You need to keep your beard. I said no. I wanna shave it.
The supreme leader of the Taliban, Hibatullah Akhundzada, has issued a special decree against long hairstyles for men, explicitly stating that such long hair will be deprived of Allah's divine help, and that these long hairstyles make them look quite like women, which is considered truly worthy of curses. And also, taking proper care of such elaborate hairstyles wastes precious time, and if there is no adequate care, a person ultimately ends up looking rather like a drug addict. The Ministry of Virtue has also strictly forbidden barbers from shaving beards and giving haircuts that violate Sharia law. So breaking the Taliban style guide is not that easy. But Ghaznfar is young and passionate. He might feel that life is more open, that there are more opportunities, and he grew up in the capital. Things are much stricter in the provinces.
For example, if you go to Kandahar or you go to Helmand, because those places, 99% Pashtun people are living there. So most of them, they're following what the Taliban say. You cannot find any person wearing this, you know.
oh, not anyone.
Not anyone, even not one. So you're free. Your friends or your family members?
Our team. No, not really.
Just friends.
Look how different we are. They're always taking Edward for a local guy. They're always talking to him in Farsi. They say, oh, okay. They can't believe he's not the local guy.
With this style, he's not looking like Afghan, but he's looking like Arab people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like Arab people, yeah. Like Palestine or Syria, Iraq.
that's why
Most of
they
Iraq
get it.
people are looking like you, big nose, big eyes, beard.
That's the answer.
Yeah, first floor is for single people, male. Second floor is for families. Girls and boys, they come together. Girlfriend, boyfriend, or their family. It's okay.
Oh, girlfriend,
And
boyfriend, is it okay?
Yeah, man. They just come, no one asks. And if someone asks, they say, she's my sister. Because it's a way to, you know.
I don't even know how to comment on that, because we've been told that the Taliban have long since figured out this trick of saying, she's my sister. Even if she really is a sister, they just pull the pair out, drag them to prison, and punish them harshly there. They don't really look into it, so yes, it's a risky thing to do. Why? Well, because basically it's a violation of all the prohibitions. According to Taliban rules, a woman, a girl, is not supposed to meet with or even see. She is not supposed to even glance at a stranger man, and she shouldn't enter places where men might be relaxing. And besides, she can't even leave the house without a male chaperone who is a close relative. Here, literally every possible rule is being broken. But again, maybe in Western Kabul things are different, I don't know.
So they can do it here too?
Yeah, they used to.
Oh.
On the car, you know, the driver.
Yeah, I was surprised. That's
But whenever there is checkpoint of the government, they stop the music because they used to say something.
The Taliban have banned music. It's not allowed to play or listen to it at all. Anywhere, under any circumstances, if they find a musical instrument, they break it immediately. But people still listen to music, and now it's become an act of civil disobedience. Listening to music has become a whole event.
It's interesting. You move from one district to another, and rules change. And then you go back, and rules change again.
In the cities, it's not that much strict, you know, like Kabul, Mazar, Bamiyan, Ghazni. These cities, the people are more educated. That's why there is not that much strict, and the government cannot force them that much.
When we went to Karga Lake, there was this car that was overtaking us, and that was the Taliban car, obviously,
Okay.
you know. And the music was playing loud out of the car, and I was wondering, look, how come you're saying this is not allowed?
Government officials are supposed to set an example themselves and certainly not break the very laws they've imposed on everyone else. But apparently the Taliban have come up with their own life hacks for different situations.
You're playing it in your car.
Oh, that it's not a kind of, it's like, you know, they say it's not kind of music. They say it's our own music, and it has some words that it's related to Islam. But it has some music in background, and they say this is allowed. If you want to hear, only hear this sound. But
Look, it was dance music anyway.
yeah, anyway, you know, it was dance music. Yeah.
By law, men and women are not allowed to be together in the same park or in other recreational places. That is, either there should be separate parks for them or they should visit them at different times. But in practice, women were simply banned from entering parks. That's it. So since the Taliban banned women from appearing in recreational places where, even theoretically, other men might be present, restaurants are also off limits. In fact, the Taliban have banned any form of family recreation. And how do people get around this?
Taliban, they have one group they call Amri Ba Marufi. Okay, they have a group. Okay, they are responsible for these things like don't shave your beard, don't wear this, and they're telling and ordering the girls don't do this, do this. Okay.
That's more morality police.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, like that. Yeah. So they're a group. Not all Taliban. Only that group can do these things. They have a white T-shirt, not T-shirt.
That's
Like
how
white,
you know.
everyone knows, okay, these are those guys. So from 8 morning up to maybe 6 p.m., they're inside these restaurants, karga, and watching that no one should enter. After 6, the karga, like some restaurants that they're inside, they allow families to come inside, even the girls, after 6.
Because those guys leave us.
Yeah, so when they leave, they can enter.
Morality ends at 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
that's whatever they
This
like.
is the problem. That's why, nowadays most of families, they try to plan to go to their villages.
Villages near the.
And, even if it's like more than 5 hours, but they say, okay, at least if they cannot, they will not allow us to go in some parks here in Kabul, so let's go to our village. At least they will allow us to go to our village. There is some other parks, like there is a mountain here. Okay, we call it Haji Nabi. There is a mountain, it's green. So people used to go that mountain. They used to take some basic things with themselves, potato, tomato, oil. They used to cook there. They stay there. They put some carpets. They sit. They play games from like 8 morning up to 4 p.m. Then 4 p.m. they will come back.
And there's no morality police in the mountains.
Yeah, and there they cannot do anything.
Strict Islam has a negative attitude towards tattoos, but the Taliban don't seem to have issued any specific decrees against them. So, is it allowed then?
I like your friend tattoos.
Саша, у тебя классные татушки. Покеш. Татушки покеш.
Yeah. I want to do same, in my 3 hands, I will write M-O-M, Mom. It look nice.
What's the attitude for those tattoos here in Afghanistan? Is it okay to have?
Government doesn't care about them. That's the main thing. But in some cities and villages, they care.
You don't know.
Yeah.
So you should know beforehand.
But for me, it was so amazing for me. I was I was in a car and I saw a governmental worker, I mean a Talib, who was driving his car. He was from government, absolutely. He has the flag of government too. But he had a tattoo here. It was written his love name with a heart. I said, what? He is government, he is a Talib. How he has a tattoo? And I said, okay, maybe he is educated. Or maybe he doesn't care.
Still, I have to say, we didn't see anyone openly going out to protest against the Taliban like that and telling them off with banners. That just doesn't happen. The Hazaras already have plenty of enemies as it is. Right next to them here are local terrorists from the Islamic State branch, an organization banned in Russia. After the Taliban came to power, they carried out about a dozen terrorist attacks in the Barchi district. There were hundreds of casualties there, more bloodshed again. So yes, there are plenty of troubles. By the way, these terrorists from the Islamic State also carry out attacks against the Taliban movement as well. So although the Hazaras live more freely compared to the Pashtun regions, this balance is very fragile. No one wants to disturb it, no one wants to stir things up. For now, everyone is satisfied that there is simply no open conflict between the Hazaras and the Taliban.
Now it's the best time because you cannot find people here. But if it was like afternoon time, like after 5:30, you will not find a way to walk, you know.
Oh, really?
It's too much people are here because most of them they're getting out from courses, schools, and people they go out for buying stuffs, you know. So these guys are hand sellers, you know. They used to sell everything on the street, these guys. And you can find the cheapest, you know, in here. These dry fruits, you know, they're too much, the quality is good, and the price is too much less. Everything you can find in these streets. The good thing is that the quality is kind of medium or high, but the price is the least one. It's too much less. You can find one socks with 10 cents, like 10 rupee. 15 rupee you can find a good socks. But if you go to a good market, you will find around 50 rupee or 100.
The same socks.
The same socks. Or maybe the quality is a bit maybe good. Sometimes, or sometimes it's the worst.
And it's still not crowded here. I mean,
It's not
okay.
crowded. Because now you say the weather is hot. And the time is 5, you know. I was thinking maybe the weather is not hot, it's not sunny.
In Afghanistan, families are large with many children. But how do they even find wives when all the women are locked up at home after the age of 12?
You know, in here in Afghanistan, we have 2 types of getting married. First one is like making love. More open-minded people, they follow the first part. Even the first part, it has 2 sides. I mean, it has 2 types. One is like you love a girl for 4 or 5 years. Then, whenever you become older, like 23, 22, you need to tell to your family. And your family will go to the female family, request them with some, and if they accept it, then they will come with some sweets. And home, it means if they bring sweets, it means that okay, the girl's family accepted, and they go for wedding. This is the first type of the first type. I mean, the love
Type
part.
1-1.
Type 1-1. The type 2-1. I mean, the love part, but the second type is like you love a girl for 1 or 2 months. How? Like your family will find the girl. And during school or university, you don't like someone, but your age is like 24, 25, and your family is saying, okay, now it's time for you to get married. So your mother, your sister, your brother's wife, your relatives, they used to search for you, for a girl that it's kind of good for you. They search for you. Whenever they find the girl, they will try to find a way that this boy and girl should meet each other in a home, in a restaurant, or somewhere. They used to talk. After talking, search, tell about yourself, she will tell about herself. Whenever you choose, okay. This is the first part, that this with love marriage. It's most of the type one. The love part is for very open-minded people, because we are here. All people are, Muslims. We follow Islam. In Islam, it's saying that a girl cannot touch a boy before marriage, and the second type is for normal people or for more religious people. They say that they don't care about love. They will find a girl for you. You need to accept that. Or they will say, okay, you need to get married within this type 2 is not that much common nowadays.
No.
It's common in villages. It's common in, especially in Pashtun people. Or I have a cousin, we born together, or our age is like my age is 7, her age is 5. They say, okay, oh, this girl is for you. No one can take that girl. And when they become like 21, 22, they used to become married by force, even if they don't like them.
But then again, there is a question: how do you even see a girl when you cannot see anyone in the street? How do you even know there is a girl somewhere that you might like or you are like?
The thing is, in previous government, we used to study university together with girls. We used to know each other.
Yeah, right.
Even now, there is some courses, English courses, Chinese, or some art courses that the girls and boys, they used to study together. So they know each other there. Or they used to know each other in social media. And they used to meet each other.
So there's a way to socialize in a way.
Yeah. But it's not that much common here.
So the most common way is for parents to find.
For parents choose, but you need to choose the girl. For example, my brother, when he got married, when my mother find a girl for her, maybe it take more than 1 year for my mother to find a girl for her.
This is a huge responsibility for the mother.
For the mother and the family member, especially the female part, because the females know girls more than the boys.
They do.
We say Allah, the God. The God decided what will happen for you, and we say that if you are good, Allah decides that good wife for you. If you do bad things, Allah will find. You will find a wife that it's same thing, same type like you. If you're bad, she will be bad.
What's the problem with these video blogs? Why is it that when you pull out a camera, people either immediately react, tell you to put it away, or just outright forbid it? Because gradually, not right away, but gradually, they're moving toward this ban on depicting any living beings, including humans. That's why, back in the days of the Americans, there used to be these big murals in the cities, murals depicting people or animals. Now, all of that has been painted over. It's all disappearing. And now, little by little, they're moving in on video blogs as well. And does it matter where such an image is made? Whether it's on clothing, carpets, coins, vessels, or walls, all such images are outlawed. In some provinces of Afghanistan, they've already banned showing any living creatures on television, after which the TV channels had no choice but to shut down.
Tell me a few things about blogging in Afghanistan. Are
Blogging?
there many bloggers or like Instagrammers?
It's well developed, but the main thing is that we cannot earn money from Afghanistan with our even MasterCards. So we need to have a foreign MasterCard.
Because there's no monetization.
In Afghanistan. This is the main problem. So, for example, if I wanna have a YouTube that I can get money from my YouTube, I need to link it with a MasterCard from Belgium or somewhere else.
Yes, the Taliban coming to power has, of course, put Afghanistan in this kind of isolated position. Blocked financial transfers have made everything even more difficult. But unexpectedly, one result of the Taliban's policies has been a surge in video blogging. They expelled girls from universities, banned them from studying and working. So a girl is left alone at home. She can go out into the garden. What is she supposed to do? She starts taking photos, posting videos. In other words, doing exactly what is forbidden by other Taliban regulations. Women are forbidden to show themselves, to raise their voices, especially if there's a music clip somewhere in the background. None of this is being followed. We see a large number of female bloggers. In other words, this movement is growing and spreading, contrary to what the Taliban intended.
Like these shops, they used to sell these things. They're just selling bags.
Is it local? Is it made here?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! It's
They used to make this here. They print it. First, they will buy these things. They print on it. They will make back and they will sell. Even she's living in Kabul, but she doesn't care. She's living in Barchi, in our route even. She doesn't care about Taliban. She do whatever she wants.
We won't tell anyone.
This girl also, she is a good blogger. She's trying to take so nice pictures. She's a good photographer, you know. This is Bandamir. Like, there is smiles, you know. This is all Afghanistan. Let me check another one.
But look, are they checking what other people are posting? Are they checking Instagram? These Taliban guys looking?
No,
Okay.
they don't care about that. They don't have that much time. Nowadays, they're facing with many political things.
So nobody really cares what the bloggers are doing.
Yeah. They don't care.
Oh, that's
But
fortunate.
sometimes when most of them, they don't use camera. Because
How
if
do they
they use by phone.
Oh,
Because by camera, many people will watch, and Taliban, they will care about that.
The Taliban's law on countering the West reminds Afghans, do not make Jews and Christians your friends. They are friends with each other. Whoever befriends them will become one of them. But on the streets, the reality is completely different. There is huge interest in foreigners, including those from the West, and this interest is not hostile.
Our families are big. Like, for example, if I see you now here, you're new for me, I just give you a hi. Another day, I will hug you. Hey, hi, how are you? Another day, I will talk with you. Where will you go? After 1 week, we will be too much close friends. That's the way we're living.
Yeah, you got
Most of people here is like that.
Окей. Есть.
Are you guys from Kabul? You live in here? Oh, right. Nice. This is a big city. Good. Nice.
The people, they're not friendly, you know?
Oh, really?
They used to born like that. They're like, in their family, they're only one or two, so they're not that much social, or they're not that much talkative. So they like to use computer, internet. They like these things more than talking with people, you know?
All right.
But in Afghanistan, because their families are like 7, 8, or 10 people.
Yes, that's
So
what
they
I'm
used to
thinking.
be, you know, more social, you know?
To prove his point, Gazanfar immediately invited us to his home to show us how Afghans welcome guests. He lives in this house with his brother.
These houses are all inside Barchi, you know? I told you that there is no good plan. Even some of these buildings, it's like more than 50 years ago.
And the doors, I love
Yeah, the doors, yeah, see? These are the doors. Even we had same doors like 10 years ago, then we changed it.
Building.
It's my brother.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Welcome.
School
خوش آمدین.
Cool.
خوش آمدین.
This is our house.
You got a fountain here inside.
Yeah.
I didn't tell, man. Cool.
Nowadays, you know, the water is not that much in this
Yeah.
area. So most of people, their guest house will be the ground floor because it's cold in summer and hot in winter. Yeah, come in.
Thanks.
You know, most of people, they have big guest house.
Wow.
Because people in Afghanistan, they have too many guests. Like their relatives, cousins, they will come from another city. And each week we have kind of, how can I say, event that we invite our relatives
Oh.
from each house, 2 or 3 person. They will come and we eat together.
After the appetizers in the courtyard, we moved to the inner rooms. This is a sign of special trust. There, dinner awaits us, prepared by Gazampan's brother's wife.
Which place is like...
First you should try for this and use this.
Oh, that's how to do it. I'll try that.
He is my cousin, you know.
Nice to meet you.
He is my football teammate. He's a good
All
keeper.
right.
We say for the shurwa.
Shurwa.
Sure. And we try to make piece of bread inside. You can do same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is
small. Not
Smaller. Oh, not that
so
big.
big.
whenever you mix it, it will be difficult for you to eat.
All right.
Most of time they used to put potato inside this, and we don't eat with spoon. We try to eat with hand, but you can use with your spoon. It's okay.
After an incredibly delicious dinner, we say goodbye to Gazanfar and the Borchi district. Taxis take us to the tourist part of Kabul. And once again, it's an immersion into the undivided realm of the Taliban. Literally, just cross the road and you find yourself in a completely different way of life. This contrast is always striking. We talked with other Afghans about how unusual West Kabul is. They agreed that this district really is unusual. There's more freedom there. But they also told us about the high price the residents of this district had to pay for that freedom. Things really weren't easy there. It's truly not easy to be a very conspicuous minority in a country where strict prohibitions indeed reign.
Let me tell you about the story. So I grew up in West Kabul. I'm ethnically Hazara. And so in December 2023, January 2024, and February, the Taliban actually started arresting young Hazara women from Western Kabul on charges of hijab, violating the dress code. And we reported on Zan Times that some of these women were taken to custody because the Taliban said, oh, your scarf is not long enough. You're wearing, jeans. It should not be a jeans. Why it's tied and things like that. And they were unfortunately sexually harassed, and some of them were raped in the custody, and ethnic slurs were used against them. So I remember in that environment, initially the Taliban confirmed that the arrests have taken place, and their spokesperson, several of them confirmed it. And then later, when the story of sexual harassment and rape came out, then we saw a huge campaign organized by the Taliban to just say, no, the arrest never happened. This is a lie. This is a propaganda created by exiled media, and this is not true. But we covered the story, and that's why that episode by itself showed really, it was very sensitive. So some Hazara elders stand up and said, like, well, we cannot tolerate this, that you came and arrest Hazara girls from our neighborhood. So that has a kind of backlash, and then the Taliban forced to a little bit move back and bring Hazara elders to just say, oh, this never happened. But we knew that happened, and that kind of was something that the Taliban didn't want to happen again. So they're more careful now.
So from the outside, it seems like the Taliban movement has a firm grip on all of Afghanistan, that they have everything under control. But if you look closer, that's not quite the case. People carve out some freedoms for themselves and create little islands of liberty. But every time it comes at a great cost in blood. But why shed blood if it's quite clear that the Taliban is gradually absorbing various elements of urban culture, becoming noticeably softer and so on? If the Taliban wanted to avoid clashes, it could instill hope in people that it would gradually loosen its grip. But in that case, people would lose their fear. And the Taliban has not yet tried to rule without fear.